I'm Father Lampy.
And I'm Father Schumacher. And we are the Associates.
So, can a Catholic witness the union of non-Catholic marriages?
Ooh, okay. Practical question. Let's make a couple distinctions. We're good Catholic theologians. If none of the parties are Catholics, baptized Catholics, even if they're not practicing their faith, if none of the parties are Catholics, then their marriage can be valid, right? That's actually what we have to get to in this question, right? If it's two Protestants or two non-Christians who are getting married, two non-Christians get married in a natural wedding, a natural marriage, right? So that really is a marriage. That's the way God designed it. They're really getting married, no problem there. Two non-Catholics who are getting married, because they're baptized and because the Christians themselves getting married are the ministers of the sacrament, really contract a sacramental marriage. And they really do contract a sacramental marriage. So you can witness that marriage. The problem is if one or both of the parties are baptized Catholic, even if they're not practicing their faith, they are bound by the law of the church to adhere to what's called sacramental form, because the church has jurisdiction over marriage for her members, right? And that means that if someone who's baptized as a Catholic, even if they're not practicing their faith, is attempting to get marriage, but not according to the ritual of the church with the witness of a priest or a deacon, they're actually not getting married. And so for you to witness that act, in a certain sense, indicates that you are kind of agreeing that, yes, this is a marriage and I'm going to celebrate it with you, even though it actually isn't a marriage. And that's where the problem comes in. So, but there's more to it practically than just, okay, well, they're not actually getting married, so I'm not going to go.
So we do need to have in consideration, we are called to love everyone and be supportive of those friends and family members. At the same time, we can't support sin. So a Catholic has to get married in the Catholic Church, and it is wrong for them not to. It's sinful for them not to. So then we have a question of, well, how do we still express that love that we're called to share, but at the same time not support the sinful act of getting married outside the church when they are supposed to get married in the church? Some suggest that it's okay to go to the reception but not the wedding itself, and by being at the reception, then you can show your love and support for that person, but by being absent from the wedding, you're showing that the wedding itself is problematic. The application is debatable. Some would say that by going to the reception, since the reception is celebrating the wedding, in some way you're still supporting the action itself and therefore supporting the sin, which is something we can't do. So that's questionable as well. It requires prudential judgment to determine what exactly is to be done. So we have the principles: we cannot support sin, and it is sinful for those who are Catholic, even if they're not practicing, if they were baptized Catholic, to get married outside of the Catholic Church in some form not in accordance with the Church. So the application could require some prudence.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we can give you the principles, but sitting in these chairs, we're not in your situation. And we can't tell you for certain, yes, you must go, you must not go. As Father said, it does require kind of a prudential judgment. One final little clarification on this. This isn't just a matter of they shouldn't do that. It's that the law of the church actually has the authority to make valid or make invalid attempts for marriage. And so it isn't just that they aren't obeying, it's that they actually aren't getting married. And I think that's a big distinction that should be made. Furthermore, our participation in that as a witness or as a guest of this ceremony, the reason that would be problematic is because of the scandal that is at stake here. That scandal is, strictly speaking, an action by which we lead another into sin or cause him to think that his sin is not a sin. So if we're showing up at this thing, then maybe we're convincing other Catholics who may be unsure of their faith that this is fine, there's no problem with this. Or we're convincing the people who are attempting to contract marriage but who actually aren't that this is fine and there's no problem with this. Those are the reasons that we really need to be careful with this question.
And it's especially important when we consider what marriage is, which is the union of one man and one woman. No other combination can actually become a marriage, not even on the natural level. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will be notified when a new episode is released.
New episodes of Ask the Associates come out every Wednesday.